Hey, welcome to Text Me When You Outside, the podcast celebrating the past and present leaders of nightlife, live entertainment, and hospitality. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon McEachern, followed by my co-host,
Marcus Allen.
Let's get it going. Back again. Hello, everyone. Back again for another episode of Text Me When You Outside. You know what I mean? I am one of your hosts, Brandon McEachern, here with my co-host.
What up, Marcus Allen?
And we're back again. You know what I'm saying? Man, Mark, you know, it's been a minute since we chatted to the world. You know, we got a lot of stuff coming up, you know, on the Broccoli City side of things. Super excited about that. We just coming off a BET weekend. Shout out to all those folks.
Good little weekend. Good little BET weekend. Big production. Big weekend. From from the BETX all the way to the crypto show to the Root show at Hollywood Bowl, BET Awards. It was a long week.
It was a lot of stuff. And you know, going to the thing about like texting me when you outside, I had a moment where like I had got somebody some tickets to go to the BET experience that we helped put together, whatever. And so here's a story, Mark. So I got them the tickets, right? The tickets is on their way. They coming. And then this person just kept texting me, asking me like to run a show. And I'm like, yo, first and foremost, and this is just for anybody who texts anybody when they outside. Like, yo, if somebody holds you down, no need to follow up with a whole bunch of questions. Where do I need to be? Where do I need to park? Like, yo, just let them hold you down and leave that person alone. Because it made me almost take the ticket back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you definitely gotta be self-contained, right? Like if you're gonna get the ticket from somebody, you definitely gotta be self-contained in your situation. You got to be able to move around as you need to. That's no question about that. You be having, but see, that's your style. You be liking to position yourself in that role, and then you be mad later, like, damn, God, like, damn. But then you be on the phone, like, yeah, I got you for the ticket. Holler at me if you need anything. Yeah, if you need to know where. And cats be really. I be telling you on the side, people take you serious. You be saying shit on your Hollywood, but your Hollywood, you don't be realizing that nobody else knows that you be Hollywood capping.
I don't be Hollywood capping, but
cats be thinking B be like, yo, I talked to the guy from Broccoli City. He said he was going let me watch my firstborn daughter for the first 3 hours of the festival if I came by a certain time. Like, he said he'd love to meet her. Matter of fact, he said he would pay her. Like, he's got an internship for her. She actually can perform. Yeah, he said maybe. Yeah, no, he did.
Whatever. I had a couple of moments. I was in New York for Memorial Day weekend.
And I went to a
lot of the little day parties out there. Shout out to my man Jamal and them at Fun with Friends.
So in other words, you got a whole borough that thinks they performing at DC Fest this year? Is that what you're saying?
It's funny because I thought about our podcast and I thought about Text Me When You Outside, because it's been such a minute since I've had to be in them positions, right? Where I went to a party and I'm like, yo, I'm outside, you know? But I obviously kept a lot of things in mind. One, not texting the person the day of, you know what I mean? Like, let's stop that, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Like, you texting somebody for something, please try to text them a couple days before the event. Like, that's just, you know, just show some consideration, I suppose. Yeah. But I feel like I did a good job of like managing expectations, not only for the person, but for myself. And here's another thing for all you folks that's texting people when you outside. Manage the people you with. You can't be texting nobody when you outside and you got 15 people with you. You know what I mean? And if you're a male and you have 15 males with you,
you're not getting in.
Just know that even if it's your brother that's throwing the party, he probably gonna tell you to hit him
some of them cats. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you need to get lean, boss. You're a little fatty.
So it's text me when you outside etiquette. But anyway, that was cool, and I really liked the day party vibe. Shout out to the brother Tochi and them over at Southern Yankee. He held me down as well, got me into his party. Yeah, man, it's party season now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shout out to Marlon. Marlon had probably one of the best little birthday parties, little late night situation. That was a good look. You know what I mean? Little vibe.
That's Marlon. That's somebody we work with a bunch. A1.
He works for Henny. Yeah, works for Hennessy. One of the Hennessy brand reps. Good dude. We do a lot of stuff with them. Mm-hmm. Let me see what else.
You know what else? Shout out to Sold Out Dates. The young brother Keith, he held me down for his event as well.
Oh yeah, Keith. You know yeah, they doing them. I don't know how them niggas capacity to drop dates is no other. They dropping dates like fucking mixtapes, you know what I mean? Like every day they got a new 10 dates, you know what I mean? So shout out to them brothers. Definitely don't burn yourselves out though, you know what I'm saying? Stay above the fray. But shout out to them for sure. They be on it like no other.
Yeah.
What else? Shout out to the brother Dre on his new tequila too. He got the
Dre who? Dre the Mayor?
Dre the Mayor, yeah, his new tequila deal. He had a great little dinner, nice little weekend a few weeks ago. Casa del Sol is the name of the tequila brand. I think it's co-owned by Eva Longoria. So shout out to her. Shout out to him and that team on that. Had a good little evening. They did a little release situation. So that was a good look. Shit, what else? Man, we like
oh, my bad. I was just gonna cover some more things. I went to a couple of shows as well. You know what I mean? So shout out to the folks who get us tickets to these shows. I went to Meg the Stallion. I thought Meg put on a great show. I missed Glorilla, which sucked because I'm really a huge fan of what Glow has been doing lately. But I, would definitely love to hear, people's thoughts about any shows that they've been through recently. The tour game and the show game has been pretty fire, though. You know what I mean? Just to kind of step into that one artist's world. You know what I mean? So, like for the Meg show, it was a lot of her hatching out the egg and the snake with the screens and all that. And I also like the way she did her stage, which is something maybe you can talk to. But touring is interesting. Definitely trying to go out and catch you a show. I know that I don't know, Marcus, if you're going to the Chris Brown show. I did end up getting some tickets for some family members to go to Chris Brown at Capital One in DC, which I think is like in a couple days. So you may want to tap and go and check out that Chris Brown show. I think that may be a good one from a tour perspective. I'm just trying to think of any other shows, anything since the last time we rapped.
No. I don't think there's been a few announcements, few releases, but I don't think it's been.
And speaking of releases, shout out to Dre the Mayor and my man Antonio and Yusef and Pusha T and Family. I think for the Cousins Festival going on in Hampton, Virginia. Shout out to them. I think it's Erykah Badu and Larry June, and it's a pretty interesting lineup. But respect to them brothers and what they did and what they put together for their community. Shout out to them for sure. Oh, you know what? And the pop out. Forgot to say that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
yeah. Talk about that shit. Yeah.
For our Amazon folks getting us into the Kendrick Lamar pop out. I thought it was amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not necessarily, and I'm not knocking it, but not necessarily from like a visual standpoint or anything. It was just more so like such a
the energy.
The energy. You know what I mean? The type of artist that was performing. Like, I feel like it really was a pop out. You know what I mean? Like, I really feel like they put that thing together like, yo, fuck it. Let's just put this together. You know what I mean? And let's make it happen. So shout out to them and the team that put that together. Kendrick coming out the stage with the Euphoria and performing the Not Like Us about 5-6 times. Like, it really was a fan type of ordeal. I feel like he really did that for the fans. And, I think he got what he deserved, his just due for that. And it was fire. I thought it was fire.
Yeah, let me ask you something.
Yep.
is there in the scheme of what we do? Does this whole thing make you hesitant to book Drake if you can tomorrow?
Wow, what a question. What a question. Outstanding question. This, yet again, my co-host, Marcus Allen, I appreciate him for all that he does. You know what I'm saying? That's a great question. Because
it doesn't bother me at all. If that motherfucker in Toronto, if that Toronto pop up, I'm not even hesitating.
That's a great question. I mean? I'm gonna say that I will probably be on the side, like, we could probably save some money and maybe book somebody else, maybe. And I could be a fool. I could be a fool. For right now, like you saying, I could book them tomorrow, but the show isn't until
next year. It's for next year. It's for next year's festival.
Oh, for next year's festival?
You booking for next year's festival. You know what I mean?
That's such a good question. Because, and here's the thing, y'all, and I love that me and Marcus is having this in the silo, but I'm glad that we got y'all here. We always think about, it's one thing for me and Marcus to like an act, right? But it's another thing if the world is going to approve of this act. Because me and Marcus from the old school, so I think for us, if we could have the locks, we would have the locks. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not just them liking the artist. They gotta like the artist and want to buy shit to see the artist at the time that you are selling the ticket. Because the fact that it's an artist that people like, they could be out of season with no new music, and it's a mute point. You know what I mean? Like, people want artists when they're valuable, when they are hot, when they have music, when people haven't seen them, when there's a desire to get an offering from them. Like Meg right now, you like her, you love her, you hate her. At the end of the day, you can't deny there's an energy around her. And if you haven't seen her, which in DC, she's never been on tour. She's never been to DC. The last time she was supposed to come to DC was 2020 on the Broccoli City lineup right before then. So it's like, regardless of how you feel about Meg, there is a massive amount of interest around her and her name and a desire to see her. Even if your desire is to say, yo, fuck you, Meg. You know what I mean? Still got to go and buy that ticket to say that. But Drake, man, what?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Who do I need to wire this 2.5 to?
Yeah, I mean, you know, shout out to Dreamville for having them before this moment. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, and I
ain't gonna front. That thing turned into that shit turned into Drake and Friends for the weekend. That lineup is looking low after we spend 2.5 for the boy.
Yeah. But I don't know, Mark. That's a great question, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say I don't know.
Maybe that's the tag. That should be the little thing on the YouTube, the little header, like, yo, do you book Drake? You know what I mean? Like,
do you book Drake? That's deep. Because that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't talking about even if you can book them, it ain't I'm
gonna tell you why you book them. I'm gonna tell you why you book them. If you trying to book Drake for a spot date in Raleigh, North Carolina, or in Sacramento, California, I think that, you know what I mean, that's one train of thought. But if we talking about the festival, we talking about Drake on the Broccoli City lineup, I feel like there's enough like cultural energy that people would feel like it might be special, and I probably need to see that. You know what I mean? Where if it's like, yo, do I need to go to Drake in Raleigh, or do I need to go to Drake in Richmond? It's like, I seen him. Drake at Broccoli City, that nigga might have some shit with him. You know what I mean? Nigga might have some shit. Cass is out. And the other reason why I think it's such an easy answer is for us. If you think women is like, nah, I ain't fucking with Drake. You know what I mean? Because they like he in heavy rotation today.
I don't think that's the case. That's not nothing that I think about. But what I do think about is the year after we get Drake, right? Like, and I don't know if that even leans into like, you know, your brand or anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I hate to not give you no feedback on that, though, Mark. But I really don't know.
I mean, I can understand. It's chestnut checkers. It's chestnut checkers. So you don't want to bust your load. But at the end of the day, like, that's why I was saying, if you do get Drake, you can't OD with everybody else. Like, it's got to all be within reason. Like,
I mean, you got to look at it like a pie chart, right? Like, whoever is listening, you got to look at it like a pie chart and just know that when you get an artist like Drake, half of that motherfucker's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If the pie is your spending ability, you know what I'm saying, or what you can spend money on, just realize that getting a Drake is taking half of that. So you got to be very smart on your next couple of bookings.
Yeah, if I could book it, I go Drake, Janae Aiko, and get about 2-day situation, bang bang, little light support, throw Flo Milli on there, throw a couple other little names, you know what I mean? We in and we out, you know what I mean? Event don't start till 5.
I think from a cultural perspective, and I just got to say this from, it is what it is, and I'm not no, you know what I mean, no Goku super ass fan when it comes to this kid, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the Kendrick dude could just do a pop out in Toronto, and it'd be maybe not in Toronto, but like, I don't know. I just feel like right now he just got the culture behind him in such a major way.
But if you asking me about booking for next year, I gotta see, because at the end of the day, Kendrick has had great albums, but if you are a Drake fan, you're not fucking with most of them Kendrick albums.
Bruh.
And so at the end of the day, I really need to see, like, what is Kendrick's next move? Kendrick's album gotta matter. He can't drop
it. He ain't gotta do nothing. He ain't gotta do nothing, bro.
Oh no, he gotta do something.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, what have you done with me lately? Bruh, by the festival.
He just gave you the song of the summer. He's fine. He just gave you the song of the summer. You know what I mean?
Bruh, it's a lot of niggas who had the song of the summer. The song of the summer, bruh, that can only go but so Kendrick gotta drop some what's up? Like, you gotta, you know what I mean? He gotta follow it up.
Yeah, I'm a go.
Because let me tell you what we know. Let me tell you what we know for sure. Drake got one of them missiles coming for the summer. It's already lined up. The
conversation is so good. And Naomi, like I told you, I had to hop off for like 2 seconds, and this conversation is so good, I low-key don't want to leave. But I'm gonna be right back in 2 seconds. We got to put a plug in this, Mark. Like, this conversation is too. It's too much, man. And I don't agree with you. Just so we know. And don't text me when you outside. Me and Marcus don't always agree. It's a prime example because I don't agree with you at all.
So you mean to tell me? Hold on. So you mean to tell me that for Broccoli City Festival 2025, you are going Kendrick Lamar. You're booking Kendrick Lamar over Drake to headline the festival.
Yeah. If you're asking me today, absolutely. And you know me. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, listen. You got me
adjust my seat.
You got me 5 seconds away from doing something that I usually don't do on the text me when you outside. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna have to say this.
You might have to call somebody. Like, yo, because this right here, I'm shocked.
I don't know, guys.
So let's really dig into this psychology around this whole Drake conversation now. You saying that you feel like if you was booking for 25, that you think that this wave is strong enough to get you to 25?
I mean, it's not just that is the wave to 25. I mean, they're two giants. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like dude was ever down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like Kendrick was ever down. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I wanted to book him for Broccoli City before. You know what I mean? Like, both of them. You know what I'm saying? But I just think at the moment, if I had to choose, I'm probably going to go Kendrick for Broccoli City. You know what I mean? I just feel like he fits that. You know what I mean? But so does Drake. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure. I don't know. I really don't know. I like them both. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously you've made your answer. I love to hear other people's thoughts, you know what I'm saying? But I don't fucking know. It's a tough one. You know what I mean?
We ultimately gonna close this joint out. B's computer is fucking up. We'll pick up and talk a little bit more about this conversation some more, but this is just a little bite-sized episode. You know what I mean? We'll title this, you know what I mean, Who You Book, Drake versus Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? You know, we'll definitely have a conversation, but we'll look forward to y'all's comments. You know what I mean? Who y'all think? What y'all thinking? Drake or Kendrick on some booking shit. And we ain't talking about tomorrow. We talking about next year. So we look forward to y'all's comments, see what y'all got to say. But signing off, text me you outside, Marcus Allen, co-host, Brandon McEachern, my partner in crime. His computer's ass, so he just logged out. Refresh. Appreciate our producer Naomi. Follow us on all platforms at Text Me When You Outside. Holla at us. We out.